HarperCollins presents Middlesex by Geoffrey Eugenides, read by Nathan Osgood.
Book 1. The Silver Spoon. I was born twice. First as a baby girl, on a remarkably smogless Detroit day in January of 1960. And then again as a teenage boy in an emergency room near Petoskey, Michigan, in August of 1974. Specialized readers may have come across me in Dr. Peter Luce's study, Gender Identity in 5 Alpha Reductase Pseudohermaphrodites, published in the Journal of Pediatric Endocrinology in 1975. Or maybe you've seen my photograph in Chapter 16 of the now sadly outdated Genetics and Heredity. That's me on page 578, standing naked beside a height chart with a black box covering my eyes. My birth certificate lists my name as Calliope Helen Stephanides. My most recent driver's license, from the Federal Republic of Germany, records my first name simply as Cal. I'm a former field hockey goalie, long-standing member of the Save the Manatee Foundation, rare attendant at the Greek Orthodox liturgy, and, for most of my adult life, an employee of the U.S. State Department. Like Tiresias, I was first one thing, and then the other. I've been ridiculed by classmates, guinea-pigged by doctors, palpated by specialists, and researched by the March of Dimes. A red-headed girl from Grosse Pointe fell in love with me, not knowing what I was. Her brother liked me, too. An army tank led me into urban battle once. A swimming pool turned me into myth. I've left my body in order to occupy others, and all this happened before I turned 16. But now, at the age of 41, I feel another birth coming on. After decades of neglect, I find myself thinking about departed great-aunts and uncles, long-lost grandfathers, unknown fifth cousins, or, in the case of an inbred family like mine, all those things in one. And so, before it's too late, I want to get it down for good. This roller coaster ride of a single gene through time. Sing now, O Muse, of the recessive mutation of my 5th chromosome. Sing how it bloomed 2.5 centuries ago on the slopes of Mount Olympus, while the goats bleated and the olives dropped. Sing how it passed down through 9 generations, gathering invisibly within the polluted pool of the Stephanides family. And sing how Providence, in the guise of a massacre, sent the gene flying again, how it blew like a seed across the sea to America, where it drifted through our industrial rains until it fell to earth in the fertile soil of my mother's own Midwestern womb. Sorry if I get a little Homeric at times. That's genetic, too. 3 months before I was born, in the aftermath of one of our elaborate Sunday dinners, my grandmother, Desdemona Stephanides, ordered my brother to get her silkworm box. Chapter 11 had been heading toward the kitchen for a second helping of rice pudding when she blocked his way. At 57, with her short, squat figure and intimidating hairnet, my grandmother was perfectly designed for blocking people's paths. Behind her in the kitchen, the day's large female contingent had congregated, laughing and whispering. Intrigued, Chapter 11 leaned sideways to see what was going on. But Desdemona reached out and firmly pinched his cheek. Having regained his attention, she sketched a rectangle in the air and pointed at the ceiling. Then, through her ill-fitting dentures, she said, "Go for ya-ya! Dalimu!" Chapter 11 knew what to do. He ran across the hall into the living room. On all fours, he scrambled up the formal staircase to the second floor. He raced past the bedrooms along the upstairs corridor. At the far end was a nearly invisible door, wallpapered over, like the entrance to a secret passageway. Chapter 11 located the tiny doorknob level with his head and, using all his strength, pulled it open. Another set of stairs lay
Sample complete. Ready to continue?